She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracey Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracey Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracey Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi, everyone. I'm hot. I'm so hot. Hot and bothered. All right. Tracey after dark. How is everyone doing? Let me just stir this up a little bit. I just make my own lemonade. Limeade. Let me taste it. I'm singing my song in my head. Tracey Brown is a beacon of light. All right, let's stop this nonsense right now. How is everyone doing? I got a couple of videos to show you, but mostly fun videos. I even forgot the topic. Oh, Christian Combs. Yeah, Christian Combs. Predicted it. I mean, I don't know which video, maybe every Diddy video. But if y'all find the video, please send me. What's this stain? Oh, it's from the juice. Please send me where I said that this was going to be a whole thing. You know who's next? Quincy. Quincy's next. Allegedly, and in my opinion. Let me get the banner up because these boys are very sensitive. They're sensitive like a bunch of girls. These download boys are very sensitive. Don't trust a download boy. Mm-mm. They're very sensitive. So, Christian, I heard about that trans that you've been messing with, Christian. I thought you loved your girlfriend, Christian. Then the poor woman, Grace, on the yacht. Like, what? I thought you loved your girlfriend, Christian. Like, what the? I hate that there's a stain here, but what can you do? I don't care. So, my iPhone has initiated a heart report. The fact that your phone can, I'm not paying for this. Wait, let me see what it says. Heart rate. You have to pay for it. I'm not paying for it. I guess I don't need to know. Let me say hello to the ones that are here. Oh, wait. There's a lot of people here. Hi, Marcella Amore. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Creative Soul. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Kenneth. Did you miss me Friday, Kenneth? Hi, Steven. Hi, Incognito. Okay, I got a couple of videos to show you guys. I'm going to start with all right, I'll save this for another day. That Hunter Biden, man, he is, you know, he acts like every rich kid in America. Do you know all the rich kids like Paris Hilton, all those people? They're a whole mess. But, you know, when your daddy loves you, right? We all love our children, don't we? All right, let me see. I got a couple of, yeah. Okay. 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 Let's start with Hunter Biden. Let's start with Hunter Biden. No, wait, Hunter Biden, right? All right.
Say, way to go, Joe. Let me be the first one to congratulate the president for deciding to do this, because at the end of the day, we know that we have a 34-count convicted felon that is about to walk into the White House. So for anyone that wants to clutch their pearls now because he decided that he was going to pardon his son, I would say take a look in the mirror. Because we also know that when it comes to this cabinet has more people accused of sexual assault than any incoming cabinet probably ever in the history of America. So we are living in unprecedented times, and we know that this was completely political. As someone who serves on the oversight committee, this was gamesmanship the entire time.
I love her. Did we get the video? What happened? Oh, no. Let me see, Chrome. Let me see. I take this one. That's one. Hold on. 2, 3. No, this, and then this. Okay. Let's send that. All right. What's happening here? Okay, so funny. Love Jasmine Crockett. She is my new best friend in my head, as Wendy Williams would say. Love you, Jasmine. If I were an intern, I would want to be like you. You are very much the Maxine Waters of the millennial. Hi, sweet Carmel. How are you? All right. So Jasmine for the win. Yes, finals coming to the end. So happy for you. Sweet Carmel. All right. Let's move on to the disgusting Combs family. My God. You know what? I don't have hope for the girls. I don't have hope for the boys. I don't have hope for the girls. Right down to that little one, Love, because her mama is stank. Isn't that the one that does cybersecurity? Isn't that the one? And I'm mistaken, the one that does cybersecurity, isn't Love's mama the one that does cybersecurity and rigged Kim Porter's house? Is that the one, or am I confusing all the women? Moving on. Okay. Let's look at the Combs kid. Let's put one into the next three. One. Open. No. How did you get there? Oh. How did that happen? Two. Open. It's all out of sync now. Three. 1, 2, 3. Open. But I just got some extra here that are just fun. I just really love TikTok. You're going to get banned soon, TikTok. You're going to get banned. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 45 is coming in, and y'all asses are just going to get banned. So I want to really enjoy TikTok while we have TikTok. That's her. Let's see what this is. How did I get this so out of sync? Okay, there you go. Oh, I see. 2. Okay, last one. I see it's a little backwards. I put it backwards. Hopefully this is it. Nope. Let's remove her. Remove from studio. I should have 3 of these. Let's try this one. Jasmine. No. I did you already. Let's try one more. Settings. No. Damn it. Let's see. Not Jasmine. Why is this one coming up as Jasmine? Let's try this one. Open. Okay, there you go. Christian is late Kim Porter's son. Yeah, I know. I know. He's going to jail with his daddy. Yes, the cybersecurity one is Love's mother. Right. Right. I don't have hope for Love either. You come from a skanky mama and a pedo daddy. Good luck to you, baby girl, because you are behind the 8 ball. All right, let's look at some Sean Christian Christian Combs videos.
Christian Combs, son of rapper Sean Diddy Combs, is accused of sexually assaulting a woman on his father's yacht. The claims were detailed in a new lawsuit that was filed in Los Angeles. Both men are named in the suit, but only Christian Combs is accused of assault. Let's go now to CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister, who has been following this story. Elizabeth, tell us what you're learning.
Hi, Brianna. Yes, so this is the first suit that is against Christian Combs. He is the 26-year-old son of Sean Diddy Combs. He is a rapper and he is a model. Now, the accuser, who goes by the name of Grace O. Merkay, she was a crew member and a bartender on a luxury yacht. And per this suit, this all went down in December of 2022 when Diddy and his family were aboard this yacht. Now, she claims that she was sexually assaulted by Christian Combs. There we see him on the red carpet with his father, Diddy, at the VMAs last year. And this is from the lawsuit. I want to read you an allegation. It says, quote, defendant Sean Combs turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment. According to plaintiff, it resulted in an unexpected increase in workload for her and her colleagues, as well as unwanted exposure to unlawful drug use, sex work, and general chaos. Now, more of the allegations as we get into some of the details from this complaint, Brianna. Grace alleges that Christian Combs had tequila that she says he brought on the yacht, and she believes that it could have been laced with drugs. She said that he forced her to take many shots of the tequila, and after, she doesn't have the exact clear memory of what happened, but that's when she says that she was physically assaulted. Now, in this complaint, there are photos that are alleged to be of her arm with bruises, and also there is a
What happened?
Today, Christian Combs, son of rapper Sean Diddy Combs, is accused of sexually assaulting a woman on his father's yacht. The claims were detailed in a new lawsuit.
Let's look at the next one.
Lawsuit accusing Diddy and Christian Combs of SA, and this was made by a bartender that worked on Diddy's yacht. So we're going to go ahead and break this case down a little bit. That way you guys can understand what's being said in this lawsuit. So the lawsuit starts out explaining the plaintiff's work history and what she does on this yacht. And then it goes on to say, during the second week of the charter service, there was a significant amount of partying and drug use, which caused guests to stay up late through the night. This makeup of the yacht quickly evolved from defendants Sean Combs and his family to include a consistent rotation of suspected SMEX workers and other A-list celebrities. She then goes on to name a couple of these A-list celebrities, and she names French Montana and actor Cuban Gooding Jr. The plaintiff alleged that she was exposed to unwanted, unlawful drug use, SMEX work, and general chaos. She said that it made an extremely hazardous environment for her to work in because guests often demanded drink service until 6 a.m. The staff was treated with disrespect. Suspected SMEX workers were sprawled out unconscious all over the yacht, and it was difficult to distinguish which bottles of alcohol were laced with drugs and which bottles were not. And it goes on to state, because of the plaintiff's background as a bartender, she would understand the impacts of alcohol and the likelihood that a person would not generally become intoxicated after having one mixed drink. Because of this, the plaintiff found it very suspicious that after one shot of De Leon tequila or one mixed drink, various women on the yacht would be falling all over themselves, panicking, or passing out. And this gave her reason to believe that the alcohol being given to these women were likely laced with drugs. So this plaintiff is still talking about how the night is transpiring and getting to the point where she's with Christian and Sean Combs. But right before this, she talks about Rodney Jones being on this yacht. And what she has to say about Rodney Jones here in just a few minutes is actually what's going to put a nail in the coffin. This woman then went on to allege when Christian Combs made it to the yacht, he appeared heavily intoxicated and he started playing the song Me and You by Cassie. She then goes on to allege that Christian Combs kept trying to get her to take shots of tequila with him, and she kept politely turning him down. She then alleged that after she kept turning him down, the mood got quite sinister, and Christian Combs kept telling her to sit down and chat with him. She then went on to allege that Christian Combs became aggressive and violently grabbed her arm and began hurting her. He pulled her to the seat beside him and prevented her from getting up. She then stated that she had to return to the party, but her pleas fell on deaf ears as Christian Combs forced the plaintiff to take another shot. She said this is when she got really scared because she realized that she was in a dangerous situation, and at this point the situation started to escalate even more. She said at this point she started to feel the effects of the tequila shots, and she started to realize she thought that they were spiked. She then alleged at this point she was assaulted by defendant Sean Combs. She said he touched her legs, breast, and the down below area. And he also tried to kiss her and proceed to kiss her neck, face, and hands. And then after this point in time, she said it gets really blurry from her and she does not know what happened after this point. But then she goes on to state how Mr. Jones has a recording of everything due to defendant Sean Combs wanting him to record it. And they also have an audio recording of Christian Combs forcing the plaintiff to consume the suspected lace shots of De Leon tequila. The plaintiff then went on to state that after the incident in the recording studio, she attempted to resume her duties for that night and she made her way to the pantry. She said shortly after returning to the pantry, Christian Combs called for her and he went looking for her and demanded that she find him a place to sleep on the yacht. She then went on to tell Christian Combs that this yacht was full and she requested that maybe he would want to go back to shore to his private villa that he came from. And this is where she alleges that Christian Combs said no, so she directed him to the cinema, which is usually used for an extra sleeping area. She then alleged at this point that Christian Combs would not let her leave the cinema and he blocked her from getting out, and he became physical and extremely aggressive. She then alleged that he was trying to grope her, and then he took off all of his clothes and he was erect and he grabbed her arms and was trying to force her to perform oral on him. She said that she began fighting him, and not long after, her partner on board entered the cinema, and that's when he let her go. And she does include pictures of her arms and stuff like that in this lawsuit, but for the sake of this video being able to remain up, I'm not going to share them here. And in my own opinion, this whole situation is sad, just knowing what these kids had to endure possibly throughout their lifetime, which would now make them act like this. And in no way, shape, or form does that justify these actions because he is a grown man. But at the same time, it's a really sad thing to see because he's such a young man at that. But I'll go ahead and link this whole lawsuit down below in the comments so you guys can go read the whole thing for yourself. And you guys let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
First of all, where am I? There is nothing sad about a grown-ass kid following his dad's instructions on how to SA anybody he wants. That's not sad. No, it's not sad at 20. You know why? Because as you maturate, you know wrong is wrong. I don't care how you slice it. This dude has a girlfriend. So if he couldn't imagine that just taking somebody to the cinema and forcing them to do whatever, you also have a girlfriend. So at what point is any of this wrong? Any of it? And by the way, Christian, your mother was alive at the time. Hi, Queen. Good evening. They're obsessed with Cassie. Why would he play that song? Because they're weird. I wonder, don't let me check into this stuff because you asked the question. Don't let me check if they had sex with Cassie. why Diddy watched. Hi, Des. Noel, they are very, very sick. Very sick. Hi, Noel. His mama, his mother, grandma with the blonde hair is the one that created generational trauma. Now, if grandma with the blonde hair created generational trauma, then who created the generational trauma in her? Her daddy? Her mommy? It's funny how we don't go back to grandma. It's funny how nobody mentions her mother, his father's mother. Who created the generational trauma? How far back does this go? All right. It's a shame. Right? Right? Grandma, auntie. Right. It's ridiculous. Don't let it come out. Here's wrong. Don't let it come out that this dude slept with Cassie. Because it's possible. The bleach blonde wig tells a lot. Y'all know I told y'all I dressed up as one Halloween. I dressed up as P. Diddy's mom. And let me tell you, it was a very good likeness. I was impressed with myself. Nobody knew who I was. And then I got insulted. They were like, hey, you look beautiful. I'm like, oh, thank you. And they were like, who are you dressed as? And I was like, insulted. I was like, the hell is this? I was like, P. Diddy's mom. But I was around a bunch of white folks. Nobody knew who P. Diddy's mom was or what she looked like. It was really funny. But so I had to explain it to them. It's hilarious. I didn't tell anybody who I was. I was just like, P. Diddy's mom. I'll show you guys. I'm really proud of this. Okay, hold on. So proud of this. I mean, when I tell you to the T, to the T. Hold on. I'll show you. I was very proud of. To this day, it's one of the looks I'm so proud of. Go Tracey, go Tracey, go Tracey, go Tracey. Hold on, you're going to be proud of it too. Okay, hold on. Go Tracey, go Tracey. Like she was such a character. Like, why wouldn't I? I mean, that's the funny part. She was such a character. Okay, hold on. This is her. And this is me. This is her. And this is me. I was the belle of the ball. Yes, I was. That was literally a costume years ago. I'm very proud of it. Very, very proud. All right. Let's get rid of this. Tracy, you nailed it. Even celebrate Halloween. But we were in Hollywood and everybody was like, "Ah, go to the party, go to the party." And I was like, yeah, I guess I am. And who else? That was the best costume. Thank you, Phyllis. Too funny. Too funny. Oh my God. Too funny. Okay. Enough about her. Well, but who started the family generational discussion? It's gotta end. It's gotta end. So I don't want the boys to have any children. Please, boys. Do any of you boys have children yet? No children, boys. The only way this ends is to stop breeding. Y'all cannot breed. And girls, you cannot have boys. You can have girls, you cannot have boys. Or maybe y'all shouldn't breed either. I think the whole combs, there are so many combs out there. I think y'all need to stop breeding. Like, let it end. Let it end. This is the last generation that should be a combs. Okay. Anywho, is there a question you guys want me to read on Christian Combs? Because I already predicted it this. All right. I got other videos to show you. Oh, let me show you this one. This is the last Combs one.
Diddy Jr. on audio. According to court documents, a woman named Grace, I'm not even going to butcher her last name, claims she was SA'd by Christian on a yacht in 2020 and that Diddy aided his behavior. The woman says she has audio recording of Christian seemingly assaulting her because there was a studio on the yacht where Christian was recording at the time with none other than Little Rod. If you recall, Little Rod is the reason Diddy is being investigated for alleged sex trafficking. It appears the producer was collecting.
Okay. Let's start over. Where is this? TikTok. Do not pick your nose when you're trying to tell a story. I don't care how much it wiggles and hurts. Do not pick your nose. All right, let's start over.
Time he was employed by Diddy. Whack his ass again. Grace says she was working. Child, so apparently they got Diddy Jr. on audio. According to court documents, a woman named Grace, I'm not even going to butcher her last name, claims she was SA'd by Christian on a yacht in 2020 and that Diddy aided his behavior. The woman says she has audio recording of Christian seemingly assaulting her because there was a studio on the yacht where Christian was recording at the time with none other than Little Rod. If you recall, Little Rod is the reason Diddy is being investigated for alleged sex trafficking. It appears the producer was collecting evidence the entire time he was employed by Diddy. Whack his ass again. Grace says she was working as staff for the charter service and Christian took a liking towards her. She included transcripts of audio clips recorded by Rod that she states are evidence of her denying his advances as Christian gropes her. It says, and I quote, "Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to," Grace is heard saying on the recording. She also says, "If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Then allegedly, Diddy Jr. said, "Listen, you and everybody in the crew." Then she responded and said, "I can't, I have to go down." And she said that one more time. Grace says she informed him that her boss would have to permit her to remain in the studio, something she knew they wouldn't do. And Christian asked who he needed to speak to. Allegedly, he said, "Who can I talk to? I'm going to say I requested you right now." Christian said, according to the suit. Then she said, "Well, you can take your hand off my behind for the first thing." She also alleges that he pressured her to take shots, which she believed may have been spiked. Like daddy, like son, child. She says the alleged assault had a deep impact on her mental health as well as her professional and personal life since her boss didn't believe the alleged assault happened. She is seeking unspecified damages. And someone asked in the comment why they didn't use the audio for the post, and the Neighborhood Talk responded and said that the post is not available to the public yet. But y'all know damn well when it is available to the public, we will hear it and I will keep y'all updated because we're all what? Nosy.
So Little Rod had the audio. He sued her. He sued him first. I don't know. Is this a well-coordinated series of lawsuits? Does anybody else see how well-coordinated all of this is? Excuse me. Anybody else? I mean, I feel like there's just somebody behind the scene going, okay, we'll put your lawsuit out first. And then you're going to follow suit because you're going to name Little Rod, or we're going to wait a few months. And as we're doing that, Little Rod will put you out first, but Tony Busby is going to come through with 120 cases. And we're going to try all of this in public, so he can't even move the case outside of New York City because the whole world knows about this. And once we try it on YouTube, it's a wrap. This digital era should not be messed with. Anywho. Anywho. All right. Anybody else get anything to say about anything? This is a predicted it. Let's see. I have a banner for predicted it. I used to. Oh, I guess I lost my banner for predicted it. I'm too tired to make one up. Okay. By the way, whatever video, it's the fair use excerpts of copyright material may, under circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news, reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission or payment. So, we are always doing research on the Psychic channel. Do you know my channel used to be called Psychic News USA? And then a company in London actually was called Psychic News USA. And so they used to steal all my videos and post it. But ultimately, they went out of business. True story. It used to be called Psychic News USA. Or maybe it was called Psychic News. And then they were called Psychic News. And then I changed it to Psychic News USA. I've had a lot of names over the years. But that might have been like 15 years ago. Oh, there's a online magazine called Psychic News. Oh, I would be so bored with this. All right. So, let's see what you guys are saying. I wonder if Neff could come out with a Diddy documentary. Yes, yes. Epstein and Diddy and Drake are all connected. Remember, you heard it here first, because I'm going to forget where I said it. Drake is connected to Diddy. Diddy's connected to Epstein. It's a SA ring. It's a trafficking ring. It's all a RICO problem. It's all connected. All those missing little Mexican kids in 2020 when 45 came in, all connected. All right, but y'all voted him back in, so what can I do? I didn't vote him in. And I know y'all didn't vote him in. We're talking about the silent people who's okay with SA. Oh, sharing partners with your kids is a different level of sicko mode. But good. I'm glad you said that. It's good. Now this proves my point. It proves my point that Combs slept with Cassie. I'm not saying it was acceptable from Cassie. I'm saying it's a psychic fact. And you know how we can prove that the boy slept with Cassie? And by the way, Spirit is telling me he was underage. Spirit is telling me he was around 13, 14. Spirit is telling me that Diddy said, you got to get your manhood in. This Spirit. See, y'all think I need the cards. I don't need the cards. They just show me things. And you know how I can prove it? Because Christian liked Lori Harvey. But Diddy wanted Lori Harvey. But Steve Harvey stepped in and said, oh, no. It's going to cost you. She's an industry girl. So it's going to cost you and you got to pay me. So basically pimping is around on the table. Oh my God. They're pimps. Now there's pimps involved. Oh my God. All right. I'm over it. This is so sick. He's, right? He's deaf, one of those type of fathers. Yes. I know we all want to vomit. No morals. No, Sister Craft, no morals. That's a given. No morals. Shaking my head. Mm-hmm. All right. No. Steve didn't step up. He sold her. He was the pimp. He sold Lori Harvey. He negotiated Lori Harvey. The only reason why Lori Harvey is probably still alive to this day is because Steve was involved. So, okay, he stepped up. Ciao. Gary, I'm not really sure about that. I don't think Justin Bieber was used. Justin Bieber was taken down by Diddy as a child. So I'm not sure what your question is, but Justin Bieber is one of the innocent ones, really is. Well, actually, she will become a star witness. But I'm telling you, there are things that Cassie did. Now, do I feel for Cassie? Yes. But there are things that Cassie did that I think would shock all of you. And when I say that there are things that she did, sometimes she was drunk and sometimes she wasn't. So she is going to get full immunity, though. They're not going to come back for her. and charge her. She's giving a statement, and basically, as long as she tells the whole truth, she'll be fine. But me personally, I would never trust Cassie. But that's just me. You're welcome. So wait, Diddy, Justin, Christian, separate Lori. Diddy? Not Justin. Wait, what? No, not Justin. Now you, Steph, you keep doing this to me. I don't know about Justin sleeping with Cassie. We're talking about Lori Harvey. I don't know if Justin slept with Lori Harvey. That would be disgusting. That would be more disgusting. Shame, shame, shame. I don't want to go to Mexico no more, no more, no more. What happened? Some of this stuff happened in Mexico? Girl, Mexico's a beautiful place. My mind is totally blown away. Justin is a survivor doing with so many. Good evening, beautiful people. Hi, many moons. Yep, sad but true. She was on substances. Sometimes she was on substances. Sometimes she wasn't on substances. But I'm going to give her this long stretch because an abused partner does not think for themselves. I can tell you that much. When you are an abused partner, there are things that if you're told to do something, you will just do it. And the psychological damage over time. But I'm just saying there are things that Cassie did that would make it hard for me to befriend her. So I'm on the outside like this. I have to side eye Cassie because she's done things that has been despicable as well. Sorry. And again, we saw the beatdown. We know stuff like that was very common. So if he said lick, she's gonna lick. But she was not mentally in a healthy state of mind, ever. So either she got spiked drinks, drugs on top of it, beatings on top of it. If she did try to resist, beatings again, I don't know. But there are things that Cassie did that is not okay. And I have to stick to that. So hopefully it will come out in a video. I mean, hopefully it'll come out on trial. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm just going to stay I'm going to stay in the peripheral when it comes to Cassie. Because being abused, I'm sorry to say it, but you'll do anything. You'll do anything when you're abused. And to the degree that she was abused. So. Yeah, Lori slept with Christian. No. Lori slept with Christian. Then she slept with P. Diddy. I don't know. Nor do I really care. I'm going to wait to see how the trial unfolds. Right? I don't know. I don't know why I feel this way, but I don't have the sympathy. I think something is wrong and that she has done things, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. She has seen things. She has done things. Could she have reported it? Yes. Was she compromised by his money in her own apartment and all the fancy Hollywood stuff? Like, what really prevented you from saying something? You know? And did she get the guts when another man came along? Right? So that means, like, have you ever been your own person? I don't know why this is a fire. This is a Mercury retrograde, Sagittarius, Leo. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I never talked bad about Cassie. And here I am. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel toward Cassie. And I guess I'm just waiting for the trial to see what she has to say. But be warned, she has done things. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't know. When we hear it, are we going to be like, oh, poor thing, you know, or are we going to be like, you did what? Like, I don't know. I don't know. So, unless I hear her statements truthfully, not, oh, I'm going to talk, but have pity on me. Unless I hear her statements truthfully, I'm going to reserve judgment until trial. But I just want you to know that psychically I am uncomfortable with her. And so that's why I'm waiting for trial. I think so. Oh, I thought I had it up. Fuck. I thought I had it up. Allegedly, yeah, this is allegedly, in my opinion. I don't know. Or victim turned volunteer. I'm like wondering what's the difference between the two when you are abused. See, you guys don't remember, what was the name of that woman that got kidnapped and then turned around and became one of them? Hershey, very famous Hearst, Patty Hearst. Patty Hearst got kidnapped, then turned around and became the villain. By the way, nothing happened to her either. Because there's just something in that psyche that makes you more of a victim than anything. She was an heiress. Listen to this, because y'all may not know this story. So Patty Hearst was kidnapped from her Berkeley, California apartment in 1974 by Sudanese Liberation Army, SLA. The SLA wanted to use Hearst's family political influence to free 2 SLA members who were arrested for murder. The SLA released audio tapes demanding millions of dollars in food donation in exchange for Hearst's release. Hearst's kidnapping made national news and captured the interest of the American people. The defense team emphasized Hearst's fear and terror, along with the abuses of her captivity. However, listen to this, the jury found Hearst guilty of armed bank robbery and sentenced her to 7 years in prison. Oh, I didn't know that. After serving nearly 2 years, President Jimmy Carter commuted her sentence. Hers became an icon of brainwashing and the radicalization of youth in this country. She was 19 when she was kidnapped. So Cassie's under the hearse effect, right? You're kidnapped, you're in captivity, you're beaten, and then you're told to go rob a bank, and you voluntarily do it. Or what some of us believed, and in 74, I was only 12 years old, but what some of us believed was that the whole kidnapping was a hoax. That she was never really kidnapped. That she was a rich girl, Caucasian girl, that wanted to make some noise against society. In the 70s was all about making noise against Vietnam, against this, against that. Peace, the peace sign was all over the place. Everybody was sloppy and dirty and bell bottoms and, peace and love, peace and love. And everybody had incense and blue lighting and gel lighting, and everybody's bedroom was like red lighting. It was all weird. That was a weird era. And then they had these parties. What's the party that's a W in New York? I hated that era. I couldn't wait till people got past that era. I was way mature than I needed to be. Anywho, and then heels, vinyl boots that ultimately peeled. The vinyl would peel. Everybody had these go-go boots. You all look stupid. Women's liberation, and people were burning their bras. And I was like, well, that's stupid because half of you Americans are very busty. So they burn their bras. Half of them were busty, but the magazines were showing these flat women, like skinny as a stick. But real America was burning their bras. And so what happened? They had no support. So throughout the whole 70s, nobody's wearing a bra. And by the time you got into the 80s, their breasts fell down to their knees. True story. True story. Anywho, I didn't like the 70s. It's almost story time because the 70s was the worst for me. And then there was Jane Fonda and, Vietnam. And then something came out on HBO where everybody was wearing headbands because Jane Fonda put out a stupid video, or that in the 80s now. It's all starting to blend all of a sudden. I think that was the 80s. The 80s was the exercise era. It's a nightmare. And Jane Fonda, America almost annihilated her because she did something with the Vietnam and on top of a army tanker denouncing America. Oh my God, you have no idea how bad it was in the 70s. It was bad. Peace and love. Peace, and everybody was fucking high in the 70s. Everybody. There was no such thing as drug testing. And then you had these station wagons where the seat would be facing the opposite direction of everybody else. And everyone thought that was so cool. I used to get in these station wagons. I used to think we're going to die. One good crash on a highway, 4 kids, 4 or 5 kids would be dead. No seatbelts. No such thing as seatbelts. You wind up at grandma's house and 20 people come out of a Pinto. or a station wagon facing the opposite direction, the last seat. It was a terrible era. I hated it. It was creepy. It was a terrible era. They thought she Hanoi Jane, right, because oh my god, oh yeah, okay, so 80s was the headbands. Oh, Jane Fonda somehow revived herself. She did the headband. Didn't she start that shit with the exercising? Oh my god. I hated that era too. Hippies. Hated hippies. Mom G. Hated them. And does anybody know what this is? Anybody? There was always a hitchhiker on the road. Always a bum. Anywho. Leg warmers. Leg warmers. That was the 80s. Hated that fucking era too. Hitchhikers. See, y'all knew it was hitchhikers. See? See? No, I'll be too young to know what this is. Hitchhiking. All right, I got some random videos for you guys. So this one is a good one. Listen to this one. Are you guys ready? Best years of my life. Worst years of my life. Worst. I couldn't wait to get past the 80s. But then the 80s, was it the 80s or the 90s that turned into like the money era? Was it the late 80s into the 90s where all the young finance boys were making way too much money? Oh, yes, your decades, yes. The fashion designer in you. 80s was the crack era. Yeah, I do remember that. Late 80s and 90s. I was born in 88. The 80s looked too fast. My son was born in 88. You're young, though. Power suits. Remember the power suits, the power ties? And then remember, we started wearing sneakers to work instead of heels. That I liked. When we switched to wearing sneakers with our suits to work, that was nice. That was very nice. Computers, Atari. Do you remember the first computer game where the ball hit and then you had to hit? You have to remember that? The Wall Street era, late 80s, early 90s, those bunch of assholes making that much money. It was a jackass era. Still recovering. I'm 58. Still recovering. Ping pong. Was it ping pong? What's 411, Sister Craft? Oh my God. I've asked God, I was like, why am I here? Why am I here? This era sucks. The 70s sucks. The 80s sucks. The 90s sucked. Every fucking era sucked. Oh my God. Oh, it wasn't Pac-Man. There was Atari. I think it was Atari, and it had one little ping, and you would ping it, and then it would bounce off, and then you had to catch it again. Oh, the early, what my grandson plays and what we played were two different things, two different eras. Pagers. See, I don't know if you know it, Sister Craft, but pagers back in the day were drug dealers. I knew guys that got fired from their job because they held a pager. Oh, it was called Pong. Oh, y'all 58? Do you remember all the people that got killed for them sneakers, Cheryl? Didn't like that era either. And actually cannot stand Michael Jordan. Nope. Your brother still has Atari. I had a pager. We all had pagers. But at some point, the people that had the pagers first, supposedly, were drug dealers. It was a fucking lie. Oh, I don't remember Cash is King. Is that a movie? All right. I got a video to play for you guys. Please watch this video because it is going to blow you away. Went to Yelp in Chicago. Got K-worked a lot of K-word a lot over those shoes. Y'all young. All right. Listen to this video. This is amazing.
About the man who was literally working for Domino's and he was delivering a pizza, and when he pulled up to drop off an order, he seen a lady come to the door with the man who ordered it, and she had a black eye. So boom, off rip, he thinking like this shit janky as fuck, like, oh no, they gotta be in an abusive relationship. Boom, he think fast and he called 911. He called 911, he get on the phone, he like, yeah, like, I seen a lady with a black eye, she pointed to the eye. I might be tripping, but I think that she mad for me to help her, and I'm just calling out to let y'all know what's going on. They asked if he remembers the name. He remembers the name on the pizza and everything. Give them the name. He told them what the address is. The lady asked how far away is he. He talking about some, I'm only 4 minutes away. We love a motherfucker who think fast. He said, fuck 5 minutes, nigga. I'm going to call him fuck. Boom. Cops make their way over there. Why the fuck was that lady kidnapped? Whole time I'm thinking he a good Samaritan and he helped this lady get away from her abusive husband. This, that, and the third. Baby, he didn't help that lady life. He didn't save that lady life. That literally just goes to show how God put the right people in the right situations at the right time, because, baby, he just went there to deliver his pizza and do his job. Whole time he done came out a hero and some more. And what's the odds that the lady actually felt comfortable enough to ask him for help? This story time turned out good, y'all. I'm over here smiling and shit like, yes, Lord.
Y'all don't know what's going on out there. I think I have another one that was really good. So let's remove this one. And I thought I played. Let me see if this is the one. Oh, this is a cute one.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? My name Agent Ratliff with Ocean Cares Diversity Affairs, ID number 33712, and I was coming here looking for Mr. Lee right here. Okay, I'm coming out here to go over some complaints. So you have a office? You want to go over these complaints?
No, I'm not the one to talk to. I don't have any idea what this is about.
Your name on this list. It say right here, y'all need to humble yourself because y'all don't know shit. Y'all be talking about people behind their back. Anson and the receptionist is fucking and getting high at work. It say y'all racist as fuck. Y'all ain't shit, and everybody wish Nick was still here. Now, who is Nick? It
What
said,
are you talking about?
these are complaints that were filed on behalf of the company.
What address do you have?
2217 Rock Chapel Road.
That's us. Give me more information about you. And what is she doing?
This is recorded. You, first of all, you need to calm your attitude down, man. Yeah, I don't like the attitude. You come out here loud.
I don't like your attitude.
And when I came in, nobody greeted me.
There's the door, buddy.
Nah, you get your ass up out of here. All y'all.
Come in here cussing, calling us racist?
Y'all is racist because nobody greeted me when I came in this motherfucker. For a company. I am the cop. We don't give a fuck about y'all calling no cops.
Get your black ass out of here.
See? Racist. Told you, get him. You heard what he said? Get him. He said, get your black ass out of here.
What are we talking about here?
We got it on camera. He just said, get your black ass out of here. To another, you don't stoop to negative.
Talk to him. You can talk to me.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is John.
John. My name is Agent Ratliff with Ocean Cares Diversity Affairs, and we was coming in here to go over some complaints about Mr. Lee, fat lady right here. Yeah,
No,
that's.
you need to
Get
go.
the fuck out!
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! And your ass is getting fired. You don't act like that while you're on the fucking clock.
Hey, she's my employee.
It don't matter. I'll shut all this shit down. He just said, get your black ass out of here, and it's on camera. And that's a fucking lawsuit.
He did not say that.
Yes, he did. We got it on camera, motherfucker.
That is hilarious. That is a great company to create. Yes, I love his company. His videos are funny. That's the first time it came across mine. That company is the best. All right. I had another video, but this one was so good. I don't know why I didn't save it. Or maybe I sent it to somebody on TikTok. Maybe I sent it. Let me see something. Oh, I think it was this one. Maybe it was this one. Hold on. Let me download this video. Y'all are going to love this one. Let me see what y'all are saying. What's the TikTok page, you all? Oh, I'll give it to you. Yeah. Let me find it first, Steph. His name is, I can't find it. Hold on, girl. Hold on, Steph. Let's watch it again and maybe I can enlarge it.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Take a
Man, Agent Ratliff with Ocean Cares Diversity Affairs, ID number 33712. And I was coming here looking for, see Elite, Mr. Lee right here. Okay, I'm coming out here to go over some complaints. So you have a office? You want to go over these complaints?
No, I'm not the one to talk to. I don't have any idea what this is about.
Your name on this list. It say right here, y'all need to humble yourself because y'all don't know shit. Y'all be talking about people behind their back. Anson and the receptionist is fucking and getting high at work. It say y'all racist as fuck. Y'all ain't shit and everybody wish Nick was still here. Now who is Nick? It
What are
said
you talking about?
these are complaints that were filed on behalf of the company.
What address do you have?
2217 Rock Chapel Road.
That's us. Give me more information about you. And what is she doing?
This is recorded. You first of all, you need to calm your attitude down, man. Yeah, I don't like the attitude. You come out here
I
loud.
don't like your attitude.
And when I came in, nobody greeted me.
There's the door, buddy.
Nah, you get your ass up out of here. All y'all. Y'all is racist because nobody greeted me when I came in this motherfucker. For a company. I am the cop. I don't give a fuck about y'all calling no cops. See? Racist. Told you, get him. You heard what he said? Get him. He said, get your black ass out of here.
What are we talking about here?
We got it on camera. He just said, get your black ass out of here. To another, you don't stoop to negative.
You can talk to me.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is John.
John. My name is Agent Ratliff with Ocean Cares Diversity Affairs, and we was coming in here to go over some complaints about Mr. Lee, fat lady right here. Yeah,
No,
that's
you need to
Get
go.
the fuck out.
Get
get the fuck out! Get the
out!
and your ass is getting fired. You don't act like that while you're on the fucking clock.
Hey, she's my employee.
It don't matter. I'll shut all this shit down. He just said, get your black ass out of here, and it's on camera. And that's a fucking lawsuit.
He did not say that.
Yes, he did. We got it on camera, motherfucker.
I need it in my life. Oh my God. His name is something, Steph. Let's enlarge it. His name is Thanks. Sanks. SANKS_J04. Thanks _J04. You got it, Steph? All right. It's too funny. I'm purple passion. All right. I got another one for you guys. This is a good one too. Listen, watch this one.
Hey, Myron.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, my baby.
I was really thinking about you. Last night was amazing.
I know, man. I'm the man, right?
Oh my God. I don't even, like, how did you even, wow. I don't even know how you did that.
Nah, I know, man. You know, I just do my thing. I do my thing, like, you know.
Yeah, you do. I will have to say that.
That wall climb was crazy that you did, though. That wall climb.
I can't. You literally have me climbing the wall. It's crazy. Yeah. I've never done that before.
Hey, you know when you really like enjoy somebody, you really like them, like then you'll you do some different things.
The wall?
Yeah, you do. So I definitely got to come back around, again. You got to make it happen again.
So what you doing tonight?
I'm coming over there. I'm coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to know my dad.
No, let's stop, man. It's a prank, dog. It's a prank, man. Why would you call your mama, bro? It's a prank. You think I'm finna? You really think I'm finna? You really think I'm finna talk to a real girl in front of you? It's a prank, man. Laugh sometimes, dog. Laugh. Supposed to laugh, dog. It's a prank, but you really calling your mama, man? You finna have her trying to bust my windows out the car. Look, just leave. He ain't gonna call back and tell it was a prank.
Was it a prank? What the fuck was he thinking? Was it a prank? Why would you do that to your son, Diddy? P. Diddy? Best son ever. Best son in the world. Right. Okay. Y'all gotta watch this one. Listen to this one. This is a little
Y'all need to stay off them data apps. Did y'all see that I watched this woman talk about one of her friends that was on a dating app, met a dude on a dating app, whatever. They went on a date. The date was cool. He paid for the date. Y'all, this is crazy. He paid for the date. It was all good vibes. The date comes to an end. They go their separate ways. He hits her back up like, hey, I left my keys in the house. My roommate's not answering. Like, could I maybe like come over to yours, be kicking for a little bit, and while I wait for him to respond so I can get in the crib? She's like skeptical, but she's like, okay, cool, whatever. So he comes to her crib, mind you, just after their first date. He comes to their crib, and obviously she's not really thinking much because it was good vibes, and it was good vibes on the date. He paid, it was cool. And they're chilling, whatever. It starts to get really late. She's like, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could just chill here in the living room. So he's just gonna chill in the living room and sit until he's waiting for a response from his roommate. So then she goes in her room, but she locks the door, and then she goes to bed. She lays down. First off, let's intercept right here with my thoughts. As a woman, you should not be allowing no man you just met that same day be in your fucking house while you go ahead and lay your head down to go to sleep. Are you cool? Let alone, it doesn't even matter. Not even just man, any person. Are you cool? Right. So you really went and laid down while somebody was in your fucking house? Right. Not you allowed the okay. Back to the story.
She hears a knock on the door in the middle of the night. I think she was like 3 a.m. or something. I don't know if this really was 3 a.m., but I think it was 3. She hears a knock on the door, her bedroom door. So she doesn't get up and go to the door. She's like, what's up? Like, she kind of just says like, hey, what's up? Dude's like, oh, my phone, it died, but I'm still waiting on that response. I feel like at this point, shouldn't you be asleep too? Shouldn't you have like maybe just passed out too? I don't know. But dude is like, I haven't heard from my roommate yet. I need to charge my phone. Like, you got to charge it. She doesn't get up. She doesn't go out and show him where it is. She says, yeah, kitchen drawer, there should be a charger in there. He says, cool. She goes and she just, lays back down. She starts to go back to sleep. Then he comes back and knocks at the door again. He's like, hey, well, this charger's not working. Do you have a charger in your room? This is not funny. Sorry. Whoa. He says, do you have a charger in your room? First off, why the fuck? Nah, Because, bitch, one thing about me, I know everything about all of my stuff. I would know if I had a charger that didn't work. If I had a charger that didn't work, it'd be in the trash. So the fact that the charger works. I would immediately been like, the charger works. But she played it the perfect way. He like, do you have a charger in your room? But sir, why are you trying to get in this room so bad? She's like, doesn't really say much. We don't know what happens in this. After that happened, she calls 911. She doesn't waste any time. She's just like me. It's giving twin them. You're just like me. Literally, because I'm so skeptical about so many things. I'm so skeptical and I'm so careful. And sometimes I could be seen as annoying about that, but I don't care. I look and read into every little thing. I don't care. I'm not about to be the one that's on the news. Sorry, I'm not. She calls the police and so I guess the friend didn't specify what happened in between that time when the police were coming. So she calls the police. And I don't know if she was like being like, hold on, let me get dressed. We don't know. I'm assuming she probably was like pretending sleep or something like that. The door's locked. Y'all, the police gets to the fucking house. She hears the police knocking on her house door. And she still doesn't get up. She still doesn't go out. She waits. Then she hears the police and saying they're knocking on her room door. She's like, oh, they're in the house now. He opened the door. They were like, ma'am, we need you to open doors so we can come out and show you what's in your living room. Y'all, why the fuck does this woman go in her living room to see plastic tarp laid out in her living room with tools lined up, like tools? This man was getting ready and preparing to dissect some shit. This man had tarp laid out throughout her fucking house. And tools. It's giving Jeffrey Dahmer. It was giving Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm absolutely shook. This is why, if this woman was to not be as skeptical, if she was just to be like most people and be like, oh, okay, let me come get you that charger. Oh, it's not working, and trying to be all nice and overly sweet. If this woman didn't trust her intuition or her gut, that woman would have been dissected in her own living room. She would have she paved the way for him to do his nasty work in her own crib. She would have been dissected, laid out in her own living room. You literally invited the enemy in. Oh my God. And she's safe to this day. And obviously the man, something going on with that. But that's absolutely unbelievable. And this is just an eye-opener. Like, I feel like there's too many stories. Women, it's just, you gotta be precautious. And men, I'm not gonna lie. Because anybody can be crazy. But I know, like me, I'm very precautious. Stop inviting people in your homes when you don't know them. Stop doing that. I've been taught that since I was a kid. My mama never really let our friends. She always just say like, no. So I'm accustomed to that. I'm not just allowing people in my space, in my crib, in my face, everything. This woman could have literally been gone had she had been maybe too sleepy to think harder. Or another thing, I always follow my intuition, ladies. Listen to your intuition and that gut feeling. That first thought is usually the right thought to go on. Stop thinking that you overthinking shit. No. I'ma always go with my gut. I always listen to my intuition and I'm never wrong. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what your gut is telling you off rip. Like, for example, if you feel like a dude is not being loyal to you, or a dude is not being honest with you, or a dude is like doing some weird stuff behind your back, 9 times out of 10 it's probably right. Like, you know what I mean? If you're having a conversation with somebody and you just feel like they lying, they probably are. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to be like, oh, but you think too hard. No, think hard. I just wanted to get that story out and let y'all know, like, if y'all didn't hear about that, that's actually crazy. Protect yourselves, okay? Stop linking up with random people at nighttime. If you're gonna go out and be going on dates with people, do that stuff during the day. And I know even the day is not saving you, but do it during the day. You have more of an opportunity to get yourself out of a situation or avoid a terrible situation based on what time of day you even choose to go and do stuff. That's crazy.
True. True. Girl, now, who's around? Because, although, I've done some stupid things. Y'all saw what I did in LA. I've done some stupid things, y'all. Y'all saw what I did with that man in LA. He thought he was coming over for something 9 o'clock in the morning. No, I said I wanted you on my YouTube video. And then when he looked stupid, he got mad at me and threatened me. Well, sometimes even folks you know. Y'all are too funny. Oh my God. See, I'm very funny. There's no way I would be able to go to sleep with a stranger in my house. I'd be like, even if I were to do something like that, I would be up all night. I'd be like this. Like, I would be psychotic because I would be up all night. All right. What's joking? Noel? Okay. So I got another video. I love this guy so much. So listen up, because what he says. And what's laughing at LA? What does that mean? Good for you, Incognito. All right, listen to this one. This one's really good. Oh, it deleted my comment. Oh, what did you say? I got to go on the app to see why they deleted your comment. They don't delete it. They ask me if I want to see it. See, here it is. Ooh, Noel. That doesn't go along with the story, right? That he was going to kill her. He didn't want to offer his wee-wee. He wanted blood. So, all right. This is a serial killer. So that comment didn't work. All right. Moving on. This is a funny one.
Motherfucker gonna ask me, where you going when shit hit the fan with the witches? He said, huh? I said, with the witches. He said, with who? I said, with the witches. The fuck? He said, what you gonna be doing over there? Whatever the fuck they tell me to do. I don't give a fuck if they tell me to move this box from here to over here. I don't give a fuck if they tell me to make sandwiches. I don't give a fuck if they tell me to roll silverware. That's what I'm gonna be goddamn doing. But I'm telling you right now, soon as shit pop off, straight to the coven. Straight to the coven. I don't have time. I don't have time. Get the magic, put the glamour, whatever the fuck you want to do with you, right on the bay leaves. I'm gonna be right here. I do armed security, all of that. I'm going with the witches, goddammit.
Right on the bay leaves. It's such a witch joke. Oh God. Yeah, I'm going with the witches. Okay, this is a follow-up of going with the witches.
If you're wondering, the official number is 15,000. That is how many witches I summoned. I summoned much more than that. 15,000 of them have followed me, though. So 15,000 of them were serious when they said, no, we're staying, we're keeping you. Which, hey, to be kept by witches is to be held in honor, and I appreciate that. I will make one statement though. My ancestors do not like the idea of me being referred to as a pet or a dog. They said that I can keep the nickname, which is Scritch, but I am not a dog or a cat or a pet. They do not enjoy that. I didn't realize that they didn't like that, but they don't. They made that very clear this morning. So, am I now your witchy nephew? Yes, but I am in fact your nephew and not your pet. So, there's that. But hi.
He put out the first video and 15,000 witches followed him. Oh God, I love that. So because of him, I actually came up with a great idea on how to use my other channel. So, smart move, follow the witches. So, because of him, it dawned on me what I could actually be doing with my other channel. So stay tuned because I should start posting tomorrow. I love you guys. I gotta get up out of here. Oh, follow my other channel. This is where all the magical witchy poo stuff will definitely appear. And I finally know what to do with the information. That is my other channel. It's called Type P. So there's Type A personality, Type C personality, Type P. Type A is anal. Type P is psychic. So if you are a Type P or a Type P wannabe, follow this channel. Okay? All right, guys. We had enough fun. I'm tired now. My antennas are whoop, doo, 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 doo. I love you guys. I hope we had fun tonight. Follow the witches. Follow the witches. Hey, Walker, follow the witches. What are you going to do? Whatever the fuck they tell me to do. Wait, let's see that one more time. This is the cutest kid ever.
Gonna ask me where you going when shit hit the fan with the witches. He said, huh? I said with the witches. He said with who? I said with the witches. The fuck? He said, what you gonna be doing over there? Whatever the fuck they tell me to do. I don't give a fuck if they tell me to move this box from here to over here. I don't give a fuck if they tell me to make sandwiches. I don't give a fuck if they tell me to roll silverware. That's what I'm gonna be goddamn doing. But I'm telling you right now, soon as shit pop off, straight to the coven. Straight to the coven. I don't have time. I don't have time. Get the magic, put the glamour, whatever the fuck you want to do with you, right on the bay leaves. I'm gonna be right in there. I do armed security, all of that. I'm going with the witches, goddammit.
This is the follow-up video.
If you're wondering, the official number is 15,000. That is how many witches I summoned. I summoned much more than that. 15,000 of them have followed me, though. So 15,000 of them were serious when they said, no, we're staying, we're keeping you. Which, hey, to be kept by witches is to be held in honor, and I appreciate that. I will make one statement, though. My ancestors do not like the idea of me being referred to as a pet or a dog. They said that I can keep the nickname, which is Scritch, but I am not a dog or a cat or a pet. They do not enjoy that. I didn't realize that they didn't like that, but they don't. They made that very clear this morning. So, am I now your witchy nephew? Yes, but I am in fact your nephew and not your pet. So, there's that. But hi.
love this kid. I freaking love this kid. I do armed security, all of it. Oh my God. He has stitches. Some of the witches stitched him. Fucking funny. The stitches are equally as funny. What is his name? Shades of Face. Some of the witches. Let me see. Wait. Shades of Face. Here he is. He is hilarious. Some of the witches. It's not going to show. No. Damn it.
Summoning y'all like that. Yeah, I'm the one who saw my most recent video. If you were summoned by that, I didn't realize I was summoning y'all like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I just put the camera up and I just made a video that was abstract. That wasn't thought of, written, anything.
He's so
I just
cute.
made a video and I didn't realize that I was actively summoning thousands of witches all at once into the same place at the same time. Sorry. Also, to the witch who named me Scritch. I like that name. Okay. Just wanted to apologize.
I love this kid. I have no idea who he is. Everyone has since put him on their channel like I did today. So he has thousands of these. He is the best, hilarious kid I have met in a long, long time. So.
Yeah, so for anyone who saw me.
Let me see if I can find him again. No. I just want your channel. Funniest kid ever. Let me see. Oh, well, I have to find him another day because I've never met anybody more funnier in my life than this kid. He's so funny. Okay. And he has now been summoned by all the witches of the world. And that would include me. Because, yeah, you're going to be with me from now on, kiddo. I have to protect you from the witches, so you might as well join me. Because witches are crazy. Witches are nuts. No, save the kid. No, I could. The person didn't download the video. All right, I'll show y'all. But he's so cute. I think it was this one. Okay, wait. Let me get the thing. Hold on. Too funny. Bluetooth pairing mode. Your Bluetooth device is connected. Okay, I'm showing you. It's so cute. Oh my God.
Yeah, so for anyone who saw my most recent video, if you were summoned by that, my bad.
realize I was summoning y'all like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I just put the camera up and I just made the video. There was no script. That wasn't thought of, written, anything. I just made the video and I didn't realize that I was actively summoning thousands of witches all at once into the same place at the same time. Sorry.
Sorry.
Also, to the witch who named me Scritch, I like that name. I'm keeping it. Okay. Just wanted to apologize for summoning all of you on a Sunday by accident. I'm sorry. But you're great, though. So.
Do it. All these crazy witches. Look at this guy. Oh my God. I am loving him. I am not surprised that people are all over him because he is hilarious. Too funny. I'm going to go all over all of his videos now. How did we get here is what I want to know. So I got to look at previous videos to see how we got here. Because one of them went viral. All right, guys. Best video of the night. Thank you. Shades of Face _ Please follow. Please follow. Shades of Face _ is his name. He is the best. I'm loving him. And I've got to see what other videos are out there because he helped me figure out what I want to do in my life now. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. Thank you for putting up with me. I don't know how I create content for an hour and 42 minutes. I don't know. But here we are. Good night, everyone. All right, that's not going to work. Oh, call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Whatever, 213-458-7408. Why don't I have to put this thing on? All right. Good night, everyone.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar, through the realms of the unseen. rosemary oil so pure. Her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracey Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracey Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.